see the way they hate. And I know better than to listen to the people who are calling us slaves. I can feel the sunlight shining.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name's Brian, and today is Wednesday, April 24th, 2024, and this is episode 683 of the Lots Project podcast, and it's titled Appeal, and I'll be chatting about TikTok issues, a racetrack update, and dinner with friends last night, and a little bit more. Let's see what we get to today. First, let's check out in the live chat, see who's hanging out in the coffee crew, and grab a cup of coffee, hang out for about an hour. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I see Pip was in early this morning and said, stop camel time. Stop camel time. It is hump day. Pip always in with the hump day reference. And man, I was beat this morning. For some reason, I don't know, got to Wednesday morning this morning and I woke up and man, tired. Good morning, Hunter, hanging out over on Twitch. Thanks for stopping in, as always. Pickle Pete wrote his, is that Department of Making You Sad case appeal yesterday? Department of Child Services, Department of Cocksucking, Department of, yeah, I don't know. He wrote an appeal yesterday. How was the mindset for the appeal writing yesterday, Pickle Pete? It appeared you had a long weekend and possibly may have been in the right mindset to write a very thoughtful, insightful appeal. But hope it goes well. Hope it goes well. My appeal is not quite as important as that, but it is an appeal nonetheless. First, let's see what's hanging. See what's in the cup today, guys. I told you I am out of it. A little bit of a space case this morning, but it'll be all right. I have GSD in the cup and should be waking up fairly soon. I get to the point where I make the coffee in the morning and then I sit on it. I don't actually sit on the coffee. I hold off. I have a very, very little bit before the show. Otherwise, I end up running shy before the end of the show, and I don't think that you guys want me to. I don't think you guys want me to pause the show to go make another French press. So it's either be awake or enjoy the hot, steaming goodness of GSD blend throughout the whole hour, and I'll pick enjoying it through the hour, even if the first couple minutes is rough. Typical Pete says Claude 3 is helping kick her ass. Well, that's good. That's good. Use computers what they're meant for. Use them what they're meant for. But anyway, in the cup today, I got GSD. It is the first blend that I came up with Brian at Food Forest Farms. We put it together for that hardworking guy that wants to get shit done. That somebody that needs to get stuff done, wants to get out, get moving, but doesn't want to be all jittery. It's got the most caffeine that you can possibly get in just about as much caffeine as you can possibly get in all natural coffee without adding in any extra caffeine. And like I said, it tastes phenomenal and it does not make you jittery at all. Check it out today, foodforestfarms.com. Get shit done blend, GSD blend by the Lots Project. You can find it at, like I said, foodforestfarms.com. Lots 5, get you 5% off. As always, Lots 10, one time use 10% off to give Food Forest Farms coffee a try today. Check it out. I drink it every day. It is fantastic. I would not like to experience running out or not having it available. I have other sources I could go to find coffee if I need it. But man, having to go back to Folgers would be rough. It would be rough. I had was it last week? Last week, Toolman Tim and I and Jamie from Off Grid Ping took a road trip. It was a rainy day, and we weren't going to get a bunch done out at Tim's property, and we took a road trip to the Amish store. It's like the Amish grocery store restaurant. It's like a general store basically, and they had free coffee in there, and I was like, no, I had taken a ride. I'd gotten take me to your dealer of caffeine. Yeah, I so they had free coffee, and it was a little cooler that day, and I was like, oh, I'll take a little small cup, the small McDonald's cup. Well, I don't even know how big McDonald's coffee is anymore. I imagine the small's like a big gulp or something. But back in the day when the small was like like the 6-inch tall cup, maybe at most. So I grabbed one of those and I started sipping on it, and I was like, I mean, I got it all down. It is warm water with a little flavoring, so I was able to stomach it and get it down. But you could definitely tell the difference. I got a little bit of the acid burpsies after. Just yeah, it's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. Try the new stuff, and you will not. You ever have like a tooth bothering you or something, and you wait, you wait and you wait and you wait. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And you just get accustomed to it. And then you go to the dentist for something and you get your tooth pulled. And you're like, holy crap. I didn't realize how much that hurt. I didn't realize how crappy the coffee I was drinking was until I had something better. Just saying. Just saying. So let's get to it. What do I have today? TikTok, guys. Oh man. So how this kind of came about is long and roundabout, but sorry. If you guys know, I started with the Amazon influencer program at the beginning of the year. It's something that I had to wait to achieve a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube. We got there. I signed up and I've started to do it and work it and try to do it in a sustainable fashion. There are plenty of times where I have more time. I could do more videos, but I'm trying to do it at a pace that I can continue for a long time. Trying to hit like 5 videos a week. It also is nice because if I'm putting them on Amazon, I can also repurpose them and put them on YouTube, get some views there. And so that was working really well. And I found a guy, which is a good idea from what I found. I found someone on YouTube that I don't mind listening to. I don't mind watching their videos. They have solid information and they have done what you're trying to do. That makes sense, right? Like a mentor, I guess, a virtual mentor. This guy had been in the Amazon influencer program for about a year. He had kind of gone a different path than I was planning, but his information was solid for sure. He was easy to listen to. His videos were good. And so I started watching his stuff. That's how I found the browser extension that I use for data mining and for analytics on how my videos are doing, what videos to make. It's a pretty sweet little database app. So if you're in the Amazon influencer program, I highly recommend it. It's $30 a month and it's worth every penny for sure. I can get you a link for that. So we both get credit when you sign up. But anyway, this dude, I'm following him. I joined his Facebook group. And it's all good. It's all good. And rolling into like February, I think it was February. So he had been, like I said, a year ahead of me. And in February, he was still doing Amazon influencers, but he started to mess around with TikTok shop, TikTok affiliates, similar to Amazon. Basically it's how affiliates work. You make a video, they let you tag the video. If somebody watches the video and buys the product, you get a commission. Pretty straightforward. So he started making TikToks to do affiliate sales. And I'm watching this and I'm like, I've been on TikTok a long time, and I kind of went in spurts with it. Like I would make a bunch. I would try to be consistent with it. I would make kind of whatever I was feeling that day. I didn't really dive into trends on there. I didn't necessarily know if I wanted to make it a thing on TikTok. I watched it sometimes for a bunch of days in a row, and then I wouldn't look at it for days, and so it was kind of meh. But I was watching what he was doing with it. He had a bunch of success. He figured out kind of a formula. He kind of did pretty well with it, and so he ended up making another TikTok or another Facebook group for TikTok. I joined that. I was observing this and that and watching things. Now, if we go back into one of those times when I was kind of riding the wave of TikTok up and down, where I would watch it. Hold on one second. Rewilder Life was over on the vertical feed. Thanks for watching over there, but I missed your comments. Good morning to you. It's all right that you're late. It's fine. We don't mind. We don't mind. And you're going to bed too late. I understand. And yeah, it's the being on the phone part is it's a battle. Like I'm trying. She said it's tough to be on her phone all the time. She doesn't like it, and that's the struggle. I'm on my phone way too much, and I'm working on ways to making that better. I realize that being out at Delinquent Scully with no service is helping. So I think I mentioned yesterday or the day before, I'm contemplating doing periods of time in airplane mode, even when I'm home, just for distraction free time. So, but if we circle back to when I was using TikTok off and on during before. Good morning, Rachel. Thanks for popping over, joining my peeps on the vertical feed or on the horizontal feed. If you go back when I was messing with TikTok, one of the things that I messed with was selling things on TikTok, not as an affiliate, but as a shop. So Corey and I made the knit hats. I listed them on TikTok. I had some other products that I sold that I messed around listing them on TikTok. So I went through the motions of setting it all up, basically supplying my driver's license, my business information, all of that, just like you would at any place that you wanted to be a vendor, basically. I didn't have much success with it. I don't think it was the right product. I didn't know what I was doing and whatever. So I kind of took all of that stuff down when we were Chris Dixon says wouldn't having vertical peeps be better than horizontal peeps? Depends on what you're looking for, my man. Horizontal hoochie coochie. So I took those down, those listings down. Didn't think anything of it. This was back in, I think I set it up in October, really, or prior. I could go back and look at the date, but anyway, I it was a short stint. I had the shop, and the shop was open. It was all verified. All my documentation was right. I went through the hoops. I jumped through the hoops. I verified all that shit. So fast forward to when this guy Ruben, the Amazon affiliate guy, the extension guy, the TikTok guy, now he started having success. He was helping people try to onboard, and the minimum followers you have to have on TikTok to join the affiliate program. So the affiliate program on TikTok and the seller program are different, kind of. You need 5,000 followers on TikTok to start selling as an affiliate. Other people's products, tagging them in their video, earning commission. You need basically 0 followers to be a seller, where you list your own products, you sell your products, you get the whole price, well, minus fees and all that shit. But it's not a commission based. It's your product and it's sales. So he was helping people get started, and through his research, he found out that if you, and he wasn't the first one to discover this, somebody else had kind of laid it out, but if you opened a TikTok shop as a seller selling your own product, that basically signed you up for an affiliate count also. Now, remember, I said you had to have 5,000 followers to open the affiliate account and 0 followers to open a seller account. So basically, a shitstorm of people realized this and started signing up for seller accounts, never listing products, jumping over, doing the affiliates, and making a bunch of money. Good for them. Good for them. I realized at one point I had a seller account. They didn't call it that. They called it like the workaround method, the backdoor method, blah, 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 all this shit. And I was like, all they're doing is signing up for a seller account and using that to make their affiliate account. I already have a seller's account. I've had one for, 8 months now. Good morning, Nicole. How are we doing? Thanks for swinging in. Have an awesome spring workshop here coming up. I was hanging out with Tim and Becky last night, and they're excited to head that way. So I was like, I'll give this TikTok shit a try. Still focusing on Amazon, not moving away from Amazon, not changing that at all. Maybe actually bumping it up a little bit more. I'm not sure, but I wanted to start dabbling in TikTok. Last morning a piece. I don't know if I'll be able to pop out. Actually, I have a ton of stuff, but I really appreciate the invite. This weekend, I don't know. But I was looking at TikTok versus Amazon. Amazon feels like kind of the long, steady incline, the slow growth, adding up over time. Put in the time, put in the videos, put in the work, quantity, not necessarily quantity over quality, but the more videos you do, the more you're going to earn. And I've seen that as I've accumulated. Like, I've been doing the videos every Sunday, which I missed last Sunday. Everything just went sideways, and I'm a week behind on my videos now, but hopefully I'll get caught up on the weekly report. But I'm seeing that as I put more videos, the average income goes up, and it's just a long, steady growth. TikTok, on the other hand, is more like a lottery ticket. You need the right product, you need the right video, you need it to go viral, you need the product to have enough in stock, you need. But when everything lines up, it can be pretty magical. Magical as in like hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour, like $40,000 in an hour, like $20,000 in an hour, like go to sleep one night and wake up the next day with 60 grand in your account. That kind of lottery ticket. Now, I'm not saying how many videos those people did. They got zero money. They got zero sales. But when all the things line up and click, you can hit and run. So I was like, well, why not? Like, why not try it out? I have it available. And so I started messing around with it. I had a couple products that were sold on TikTok that I didn't have to request or wait for. I threw some messages out to some things that I thought was interesting, and they were receptive, even though I had a lot less followers than most of the people in this program. I mean, I've had an account for a long time. I'm only at like 900 followers. So I started messing around with it, made a couple videos, and a couple weeks in, it wasn't even a couple weeks in, it was like the end of the first week, I made a sale. And it wasn't like lottery ticket sale. Good morning, John Palmer, in early this morning. Wow, what's going on? Um, I so I made a sale, or actually I made like 4 or 5 sales. So I saw that it worked. Now I was like, if I could set my time for my Amazon influencer program and then fill in the gaps with some TikTok videos, come up with some stupid shit, like start learning how to look at the metrics on what videos to do, what products to push, when to post, all the things you have to figure out. Um and so I started messing around with it. I started messing around with it more and more and more. And I'm kind of enjoying it. It is fun. I'm kind of learning it. I'm figuring it out, but I haven't had anything go viral. Like in a couple of weeks, I think it's been like 3 weeks. I had maybe a handful of videos made like $40. $40. $40. Whatever. They pay out a hell of a lot quicker than Amazon. Like I already have the deposit from the first couple sales I made a couple of weeks ago in my fold card. Deposit done same day. Like as soon as the return period's done, like the day that it's done, you get a notification that your funds are available and you can withdraw them, and they came that day, like within a few hours. I was pretty impressed. And so yeah, I started working it. I started making a plan. I'm like, okay, now I can look for products that are both on Amazon and on TikTok. I and so I started making videos, started making plans, laying on my calendar. And then it would have been last Thursday or last Friday. I get this notification in my TikTok seller account. So the one I'm not using, the one that I have 0 products listed, but we plan to put the paracord keychains up there. We put the knit hats up there prior. I get this notification that says, you need to verify your account. You need to verify your account. You have 7 days to verify your account. You're limited to 1 sale of an item per day, blah, 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 on and this whole like long spiel. And I'm like, all right, well, this shouldn't be hard. I've already done this. I've gone through these hoops. I've submitted my ID and all my information before. It should be pretty simple. And I had a feeling it was because of this mass influx of people using the shop direction to get their affiliate account before they have 5,000 followers. And so I go to the link. First of all, it was just an absolute shit show. The link to get to where you had to go to verify was only on desktop. Everybody uses TikTok on their fucking phone, and they didn't put that in the instructions. Like the instructions were so not clear. I was glad I had that Facebook group with all the TikTok folks in it to kind of help, because everybody all of a sudden got this email and they're like, what do we do? And so finally wading through all the posts. Hey, good morning, Norman and Walter. Thank you for that. So I finally found the thing, and there was this thing called Jumio or something like that, where basically it's a verification process where you can either do it on your webcam or your phone, and you click a link and you take a picture of your ID front and back, you submit it. Well, I've done that like 14 times, maybe, probably at least a dozen. It always gets rejected. Something's wrong with it. There's a reflection on the fucking license. I'm like, no shit, there's a reflection on the license. It's hologram. There's holograms on the fucking license. That's the whole deal. Like with the driver's license, it's supposed to be there. All right, turn the light off so that there isn't a reflection. Oh, it's too dark. Finally get them to be accepted, and then it goes into review. And it could be anywhere from an hour to like a day. And I just kept getting, could not be verified, could not be verified, could not be verified. And I'm like, what the fuck? It said I had 7 days to get it done. Otherwise, my account could be shut down. Now, I haven't verified if they shut down my seller account, if they shut down my affiliate account automatically. I'm assuming because I don't have 5,000 followers, it will shut it down. And I'm like, well, I kind of want to figure this out and get it done so I can continue to do this. But if I don't, meh, whatever. And so I tried and tried and tried and tried. And so then there was one other option. You could appeal the decision. You could appeal the violation, and you could make up to 10 videos and 10 pictures and submit them for this violation. So my smartass self decided to make a video literally saying exactly what they asked for in the video, my name, my shop name. I gave them extra information like my shop code, my this, that, and the other thing. I held up the fucking hats we sold. I held up the keychains we sell or we're going to sell. And I said, hey, we don't have any products left right now. I haven't got them listed. So I've been doing affiliates in the meantime. And you guys take a cut of it. So what difference does it make? Would you please verify my account? I'm like, this is the front of my license. This is the back of my license. I'm real. Verify the account. So I have 2 days to wait. That is currently pending. I was hoping, I did it yesterday morning. I was hoping that it was, had gone through by this morning. It hadn't. I'm going to go right now and refresh and see. Oh. Let's see. In appeal. I am still in appeal, folks. So I'm still in appeal on that. I'm hoping that it goes through and gets verified. Pip says, did being a smartass actually work? I don't know. I'll find out. Like, I'm pretty sure that they will not be able to tell, or they will be able to tell I was a real human in this video for sure, that I wasn't a bot or something like that. And I'm not really sure what the point of this whole thing is. And from digging in on the TikTok Facebook group that I'm in for the affiliate programs, it seems like there might be some issues with their verification process, not necessarily that the people were getting rejected. It was more that they sent out so many violations all at once that all the people coming in to verify their account is screwing up their shit. So it's saying some people emailed them and got a reply that said, well, we know that it says you're not verified, and we know that it says it's got rejected, but you tried 3 times within the 7 days, and it'll be verified eventually. And I'm like, well, that was a big waste of fucking time if that's the case. I saw other people said that they did the appeal process and submitted the video and this and that, and that it worked fine, where they were having zero luck with the ID submittal. So I'm hoping that this all goes through. I have no problems, that I can continue to do these videos because I'm having fun with it. It is fun. And I got a big ask for you guys that are listening. I asked in the Telegram group yesterday, but if you have TikTok, I know Pip doesn't, I know Rachel doesn't, I know a lot of people don't. And if you don't have TikTok, please do not sign up for it to do this. Do not. I don't suggest anybody sign up for it, because just don't. If you've gotten this far without having it, there's nothing you need to see there. Nothing. It's not I'm not being facetious. I'm not joking around like it's the greatest thing in the world. Just don't even download the app. It's not worth the time suck. And so if you do have TikTok, if you could go to my account, follow the account. That's the first thing. Just do it. They don't show you who you want to see anyway. It's just like Facebook. You can follow 100 things, and unless you dig for them, you're really not going to see them that much. You listen to the show, so maybe you want to see my TikToks. I don't know. The bigger thing is, if you could take a look at my product videos and come up with questions to ask in the comments. Because what I'm finding out is that when you do a reply to a question in your comments, you can do a video reply. These are videos that TikTok is currently pushing out. Chris Dixon asked me a question yesterday about backpack that I did a quick video of, and I'm really thinking, and it did okay. It did better than my other videos because I've heard and now confirmed that TikTok is pushing these more than just standard videos. Interaction is what they want. So yeah. So Chris, I appreciate the question. So I did a video on a backpack, and I think this is going to be kind of my MO, is if I can get a comment army, a question army that goes in and asks questions and kind of stimulates other people to ask questions. I'm going to make some pretty generic videos, some of the auto cut, the weird, not a whole lot of information videos, with the product and pictures and videos of it, and then answer the comments. Answer the comments. Rewilder Life says, aren't they being forced to sell? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything that I'm doing, so I don't even pay attention to it. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe it's a big show and a distraction. I don't know. But anyway, go to these product videos and come up with some interesting questions. I know you're all smart people. I know you're all sarcastic assholes. I know we can skirt the TikTok rules and their things you can't talk about, and we can have some fun with it. Chris Dixon yesterday asked about this. It's a $40 tactical backpack. It's not SOE. Let's just say that. It's definitely not SOE grade. It's not high end by any means. It's $40. And it has its purpose. It really has its purpose. An extra bag. The thing is huge. It's got multi-functionality. It's got all the things you want in a day pack. The storage options, the Velcro, the clips, the loops. It's got it all for $40. So Chris asks in the comments, who's it made by? Now, my brain starts rolling, and I'm like, what do I do with this? So I kind of reached out. I didn't ask the brand, but I kind of dug into the brand. They're obviously a drop shipper. Obviously, just they have a variety of different products. It's not like they make tactical gear. They sell tactical gear and purses and wallets and all sorts of shit. They're obviously a drop shipper or a wholesaler or something. So I knew they didn't make it. So I could have said, oh, it's by Sienna Brands. No, it's not. It's not. I went out, I grabbed the product, I looked it all over. I looked for a manufacturer tag, like that maybe they picked them up on wholesale from some good manufacturer. I don't know. There's like 3,000 of them in stock. Could be anything. I searched the whole thing for a product tag and I see nothing, but I did find one tag, and it said made in China. And I was like, that makes sense. It's a $40 bag. I'm sitting here going, what am I going to do for the video? And I was like, well, that's it. I'm just going to tell them it's a $40 bag. What do you expect? And I just said, hey, I did a reply video. I said, hey, I couldn't find a manufacturer tag, but I did find this, and I showed it. And of course, with the front facing camera, it's written backwards. And I said, if you can read that, you'll figure it out. And they started, and I was like, oh, this is just going to be a reply to Chris. And they pushed it out, and it has 5 times the views as the first video. And I looked at Corey, I said, if I could just be sarcastic and shit and reply to people and end up selling things, because I didn't sell any, that was the problem. I got a bunch of clicks, but I didn't sell any. So I have to come up with a creative way to do those replies to also sell the product, but push them. So if you guys got questions, I appreciate Chicken Hawk. If you listen to the audio, I'm not sure if you just check in later. If you're listening, I appreciate all the questions. Yes, last night on all the videos, I will get some of them rolling today. But I'm hoping to have a big old stockpile of questions that I can just dip into when I want to make some videos. Rewilder Life says I need to put some bots on that. You know, there are a lot of bots in the TikTok world. There's followers. Hey, good morning, Seven Crows from Arizona. I appreciate you stopping in, and Tom Henning, I appreciate you over on the vertical feed. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how TikTok goes. Hopefully it's not all for naught, and I don't lose my appeal. I don't lose my little violation thing there. I'll be checking in very frequently. I'm gonna still plug away a little bit today on it. I have a bunch of YouTube videos to make. Finally getting caught up on my products that I have that people that companies sent out. Shut that off when I was having the post office problems. Have a few things coming here and there, and have a new address for that. But yeah, I'm getting caught up. I have this really cool thing that I put the video out yesterday, the unboxing, and I wanted to do multiple videos of it, but they wanted me to get one up because it had been a little while. But I got this this headband, this biosensing headband from a company called Flow Time. Excuse me. Wow. Mm. Mm. Wow. Coffee went down the wrong side there for a second. Holy crap. Um this company called Flow Time reached out and they sent me this headband, and basically, yeah, Rewilder Life says just interact with the bots. The problem is the bots don't buy anything. You can go and like I could go today and buy enough followers very cheaply, actually, buy enough followers to have 5,000 followers to qualify my account for things. But the problem people are having is that the bot followers don't do anything. They don't interact, they don't like, they don't share, they don't do any of that. So basically, it's like having 5,000 nobodies, nothing. It's just a number at that point. It is. We'll find out. Find out. I mean, I wouldn't mind having 5,000 followers and not having to worry about it, but like I said, I'm at 900 and don't see 5,000 on the horizon anytime soon. Good morning, Blakesley Acres. Thanks for stopping. But this Flow Time headband is pretty sweet thing. I don't have it right there; it's packed away to do videos on. But basically, it's like be like a sunglass frame, be like like a sunglass frame almost, but it has sensors on the inside that go against your forehead. And then it has an app that it hooks to on your phone, and basically it picks up heart rate, alpha waves, all like 12 different, I think it was 12 different readings that it takes. And then it will store the data. You use it when you're meditating, doing yoga, doing things like that, concentrating, and you can get biofeedback on how your brain is functioning. Now, their intent with it is that you sign up for their premium app too, and they provide guided breathing sessions, guided meditation sessions, things like that. And you can track your progress getting better at it, being able to meditate more effectively, being able to be more mindful, being able to focus more. You can see these come out in the biometric graphs. You can also import your own, you can use your own audio. So if you already have like a meditation routine you're doing, you can just you can open up the earbud function and just use yours instead of using their pre-recorded. They do have a free part of it. They do have a free function. They also have a live stream function. Pickle Pete says, I'd love to wear that at a show and see if it's got output saying tilt, tilt, tilt. It does have a live streaming function where you can live stream to, I think it's RTMP setup. From the app, you can live stream your live biometric data to wherever you want. So basically, if you are a yoga instructor or something like that, you literally could have your flow state on the screen with you doing your YouTube meditation sessions. So the thing is pretty cool. It is I've just started to play with it. I basically wanted to make sure I had time to put into it because I get a free trial of the app and I didn't want to sign up for the free trial and then it just like petered away. I had trouble with the GPS tracker like that where I activated, I had 30 days. I got a little bit of video and then I set it to the side. And by the time I got back to make content again, my free trial was over. I talked to the company. They said just let them know when they want me to when I want another 30 days, but like it's trying to fit it in at this point. So I learned from that mistake and I want to give it its fair shake. And so that means I gotta cut some time in for a little meditation every day, which isn't a bad thing. I'm saying this is not forcing me into a bad situation. But yeah, to see how it works and see if you can progress. If visualizing how things are going, if it gets better. I don't know. But that was a pretty cool thing. Flow Time they're like, so they have this headband, the one that I have. It's like $190 or something. I think 10% off. 10% off with my code Lots Project gets you 10% off that. Like there's a minimum buy at this thing to get the 10% off, and this is the lowest price version of what they have, and it qualifies. So you get 10% off that. And it puts it at like 170-ish bucks. They have a different version, a newer version that does a little bit more. That's a little more expensive. And then they have a biofeedback like meditation pillow. And this thing looks really, really cool, but it's pretty spendy. I think it's like up in the 300 range. So I'm checking them out. I'm excited. Hopefully the video does well. Hopefully the sales warrant them sending me out this cushion because I think that would be really cool to mess around with. Pete says so you could turn that output stream into like a fractal image and make up a nice video projection. I'm sure you could. It's just data. I'll have to mess around with it more. I haven't ventured into the live streaming part of it. I just saw it as an option in the app. And I'm not sure if that's on the free version of the app or the premium version, but more to come. Got the unboxing of it done real quick yesterday just to get it open, get a video up for him, get things rolling, and yeah, more to come. I'm excited about that. Speaking of videos and making videos here at this place we're at, we've been here too long, guys. We definitely have been in our spot we're sitting for too long because everything is just like swarming in on me, and I'm like, oh, we gotta get somewhere else. Yesterday recording videos. The wind never stops in this property. It's weird. Like I'll go to a different place. I'll go, not this particular property. I'll go to a different location, whether it's the store, the laundromat, Tim's, Jamie's, wherever. And the wind isn't blowing constantly. I don't know if it's like the way this property's situated, the way the road is, the way it's open on both sides. I'm not sure, but the wind is always blowing. If you guys ever recorded content outside, wind is not your friend. Wind on microphone, no good. The street right in front of us, the street, the cars, the highway, like 2 doors away, highway, county road. And now we have this beeping, this incessant beeping that's coming from somewhere close, like close enough. I haven't figured out where it's from. Initially, we thought it was from the compactor that was at the transfer station close. It's like close-ish, like 2 doors away, 3 doors away. Corey came up with a brilliant idea that when they're using the compactor, that it beeps. It's not. It's not. John Palmer says, you've been there too long when your truck and trailer on Google Satellite View. Probably are. They probably are. I wouldn't doubt it. Chris Dixon asks, my jobbers don't help with the noise cancellation in the mic. I don't wear my jobbers when I record videos. I do have new mics that are helping. I just haven't dialed in the oh, they are nice. I haven't dialed in the noise reduction on them. The mics are super clear. But messing with the app, I haven't really dialed in the noise reduction on the wind. And it's been really windy here. It's not just like a slight breeze, and it always kicks up when I hit record. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. So this beeping, now I have figured out I'm pretty positive that it isn't the compactor. And yesterday it literally went all day. And it's like 3 tones and then a pause and then 3 tones and then maybe a longer pause, or maybe 4 or 5 times in a row, but it's always groups of 3 and then there's a pause. And Corey was like, is it in your head? Are you fucking hearing it? And then I was editing videos and I heard it in the background and I was like, no, it's not me. It's not me. I think it's the sawmill, the gravel pit that is probably like 3/4 of a mile away. And I think that might beep when they're dropping rock into the truck. I think it might be like a warning beep because I don't hear it at night. I don't hear it outside of business hours. And it's faint enough that I can hear it, but I can't really pinpoint where it's coming from. And depending on which way the wind blows, it sounds like it's coming from slightly different direction. I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, that's just the short term. That's the short term for sure. We got to experience the racetrack for the first time yesterday. If you didn't catch yesterday's show or the day before, they repaved our road out front, which everybody's usually really excited about. If you live on a road and it's a shitty road and it's all full of potholes, the time the guy comes to pave the road, you're like, shit, yeah, finally. It's a double-edged sword for us. It's a double-edged sword for sure. Now, I've driven it a couple times. We've walked it a couple times. And we've sat in the trailer for 2 days now. Some good and some bad. The good. Let's start with the good. It's nice and smooth. It is nice and smooth. It's nice to drive on. It's 100% better to drive on than all the potholes were 3 days ago. I think the shocks in my truck will appreciate it. I go that way relatively often when I go to do laundry and groceries. Anytime I head into Savannah, a lot of the times when I go to town to get the mail, I'll make a big loop and come back that way. So it's really nice that it's nice and smooth. That's the good, basically. That's the good. Yesterday's walks were interesting. Everybody is liking the smooth road. Everybody is trying out and see how fast you can go on the smooth road. I think that they're going to definitely turn it into a speed trap at the bottom of the hill. Everybody just takes off. Walking the dogs on the side of the road with no sidewalk or anything, it's definitely harder now. More nerve-wracking. Yeah, it's definitely faster. You also can't hear people coming as well. With that rough road, with that rough pavement, you could definitely hear the tires on the road. You could hear people coming from quite a distance. We had time to prepare to get the dogs off the road if we happened to like spread out and walk a little bit on. We were able to get onto the shoulder. Now it's pretty much silent, so it's going to be constant checking over the shoulder, check over the shoulder, check over the shoulder. Which is fine. It is what it is. The dogs have to walk. So those are a couple of downsides. They really screwed some of the people on this road, and I don't know if they're going to come back and fix it. They might, but I doubt it. Some of these people in their driveways have like a 4 to 6 inch freaking curb now. Like they didn't slope out anybody's driveway. They didn't give them like a little ramp. Basically, it's a hard cut edge that's like 4 to 6 inches in some of these driveways. I was like, well, that kind of sucks. Hopefully they come back and make them a little ramp, but I doubt it. They've already moved on to other parts of town. Like I would think that they would have done it while they were there. So that sucks for them. The one thing that we didn't think about, like I understood all this was happening before they even finished it. Like that people were really going to amp up the speed. There was going to be a lot quieter, but it's not all around quieter. Not all around quieter at all. So we have a lot of, I don't want to say we have a lot of semi traffic. We have a few semis. It's a lot of transporting rock. Like I said, the beeping I think comes from the gravel pit that's down the way. If anything's going that direction, they usually go past our house. There's lots of equipment. There's lots of heavy equipment, excavators, bulldozers, that kind of shit that go up and down this road. There's a lot of that work going on in the area, so it's pretty constant day to day. Well, do you know what guys know what happens when trucks get going pretty fast and then they get to a point where they're coming up on an intersection or a stop sign? What they do to slow down more rapidly, and it sounds like bah! Yeah, you heard that before. There's several terms for it. I don't even want to use any of them. I'll tell you where they're doing that right now. Right in front of our trailer. Hunter says Jake brake, engine brake. Yep. Yep. That's it. Right in front of our trailer. At least it's only during the day. Remember I was telling you about it's getting tough to record videos outside? Yeah, get towards the end of like a 6-minute video that you're recording and then fucking Jabra noise canceling headphones don't take care of that. Chris Dixon says call it whatever you want. It's fucking annoying. Sure is. Sure is. It's like, really? I looked at Corey last night and I go, the universe is telling us to move. The universe is definitely telling us to move. And we are excited to grab onto that wholeheartedly and make it happen as soon as possible. The decisions you make. It's okay. It's okay. Last night, had an awesome dinner. So Chris Dixon says, put your headband on and record your blood pressure spike. I'll tell you what, I have considered doing so many things with this headband. I was thinking that maybe after the dogs eat some night and they drop the food all over the floor, I'll put the thing on and I'll just like walk across the floor. Maybe dump the slobber bucket on myself and see how that goes. Yeah, there's all sorts of things that I want to put this headband on and see what happens. But last night had a lot of fun. Got to go out to dinner with friends. Tim, I've been mentioning it. Toolman Tim's been down in Tennessee for quite a while now. He's had some breaks in between some of his events he was going to. Chris Dixon says, my review of the headband, this thing doesn't help you relax at all. Yeah, for sure. Tim is kind of was on a hiatus in between his events down here. He was getting a lot. He got a ton done, but I helped a little bit. I got a bunch of work done out on his cabin, out on the property. Got some work done on all sorts of things. The other day, he went to pick up Becky in Nashville. Becky's coming out for the remainder of his trip, back from Canada again. They got back to town yesterday. They had a bunch of running to do, and then we had set up a time to go get some Mexican food last night. Mexican place in town here is phenomenal. My friends Norman and Herschel that are close, that we met at Tim's work day, they like the Mexican place. We found out after we met them that they had been going there and we had been going there, and so we started going there together. Why not enjoy it with friends? And so when we knew Tim and Becky were coming back and, people got to eat, so we suggested maybe that Corey and I, Norman and Herschel, and Tim and Becky meet up at the Mexican place, and we let Tim and Becky experience our local Mexican cuisine. It was great. It was great. I'm pretty sure they enjoyed the food. I'm pretty sure Tim did, for sure. And I think Becky did also. Tim had his first margarita, from what he said. I think there was mixed reviews from that. He's definitely a whiskey guy. I'm not sure if that sweet tequila and salt and everything was really his deal, but he did concede that they're pretty good. Corey and Norman and Herschel also concur that they're good, and I stopped having them probably because they were too good. But yeah, we had an awesome dinner, hung out for quite a while, bullshitted about a bunch of stuff. When you get that many people together, that can talk, that like Tim and I basically, that's our job. If you think about it, is just talking. Herschel, he's an ex state rep, so he talked. We talked a lot. It was fun. Enjoy it for sure. Had a good time, and definitely worth it. I think every place. So that's kind of the deal when Tim's down here. I usually take him to at least one restaurant. Corey and I get him and take him to at least one of the restaurants that we have found. Because when you're new to an area, you either do the easy button, you go to the fast food place, but it's hard to kind of poke around and hit these hole-in-the-wall places when you're by yourself and you're trying to make sure you get, and you're hungry, so you want to make sure you get something decent. Corey and I have kind of done exploring. We've found places that we enjoy, and we found places we didn't. So when he's here in the general area, we like to take him to different places that we enjoy, and we expose them to our new local Mexican joint. Not new to him. Yeah. We also found out that if we don't go there and sit there and we order it to go, which we haven't for the first year, of yeah, it wasn't until a couple weeks ago that we discovered they did to-go food. Well, we kind of knew, but never had ordered it. We can now save a ton on our Mexican, for sure. It is significantly cheaper and just as good. And it's funny when you order to go from there, because the food is prepared so quick. If you've ever cooked Mexican, you've ever been in the kitchen in a Mexican restaurant, it's fast. We ordered the food and the lady told Corey that it would be 8 minutes. 8 minutes. It takes more than 8 minutes for me to get my ass out of the chair, walk out to the truck, drive to the restaurant, park the truck, go inside. It takes longer than 8 minutes. And I'm like, well, maybe we should tell them 15 minutes or something. And I'm like, yeah, it's not going to matter. They're just going to make it right away anyway. Thinking that maybe it would be cold or not as good. It's just as good. It was just as good. We got it home. It was still warm. I was like, okay, I can roll with this. And then when I saw the price, yeah, for sure, for sure. Definitely being to go Mexican in my future for sure. What else? What else do we got on the list here? Oh, question over in Tim's group last night, and I wanted to throw it out. We we got a bunch of great answers, but if you guys want to participate, somebody asked a question. John Dowie over in Tim's group asked a question. He makes 8-foot picnic tables and sells them out of his place out in New Hampshire, and he's looking for some upgrades for the picnic table. Cheap, quick upgrades that can kind of set him apart from other 8-foot picnic tables for sale. And so we started shooting around ideas, like cup holders or cooler attachment, things like that. Chris Dixon was participating. Some other people were participating in it that are in the chat here. What would you, if you could have anything, on a picnic table, if you're going to go pick out a picnic table and they're all the same price, and they wouldn't be the same price because he's going to upcharge for them, but like if you were looking at picnic tables and they were all the same price and they all had different little options, what would be the one that would sell you that picnic table? Like, what would it be? You were like, hey, never thought of that. I guess if you had never thought of it, you wouldn't be able to tell me now, but sorry. What is that feature that would be great for a picnic table? Oh my God, I forgot to click over here on the other side. Oh no. Oh no. This is rough. Sorry guys. I get out of the flow. Get out of the flow here and then I just ignore everything. Yeah, what picnic table features would you include? I told him that maybe make up some of those lawn size Jenga games. I see a lot of guys pumping those out with 2x4s. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple process, just cutting them to size and smoothing down the edges, grabbing a tote to put them in. He's got 2x4s out anyway, and the saw, I was like, that's an easy bump on. Pickle Pete says art, wood burned logo, or paint. I don't know how artistic John is. He might be autistic. I'm not sure how artistic he is. But man, if he came up with a brand, man, does anybody know where anybody could possibly get some forged metal work done to maybe make like a Dowie Farms brand that he could heat up to brand his picnic tables? Anybody know someone that might be able to make something like that? Rewilder Life says a lazy Susan. Huh. I like it. Like in the middle, you could set that in the where you would have a umbrella hole, and you could have it in the middle. I like that. I like that. I like it. Yeah, for condiments. Pickle P says brand the logo in the middle and chessboards. I was thinking chessboards, chess or checkerboards or some sort of game burned in game design. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll pop over there and drop these ideas. And I like the lazy Susan. I like the burned in stuff. I like yeah, guys. See, hive mind for sure, for sure. I appreciate it. We're rolling up on 5 after here. Pickle Pete is waiting in the wings over on the Food Forest Farms YouTube channel, ready to do his show. Good morning, Seattle. Wow, glitchy. How about that? That's weird. My signal didn't drop and I was still glitchy. Pickle Pete says cribbage board. You could easily drill in a cribbage board. Yeah. Yeah. You guys are great. You guys are great. Anyway, let's wrap it up here today, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with a bunch more stuff for sure. And people in the group are dropping in Conspiracy Friday things and topics. I have found a few for sure this week over on TikTok, and I will be sharing with those with you on Friday. Best of TikTok Conspiracy Theory Day. Asterisk to include Telegram group suggestions too. Other than that, yeah, it's Wednesday, guys. It's hump day, but I appreciate everyone listening. If you enjoyed the show, it's always free to hit that like and share and subscribe to return value for value. Please consider joining one of the YouTube membership tiers or listening on any value for value platform like Podverse or Fountain.fm. Hit the zap, hit the streams, sats, hit all that stuff. That is fantastic. I appreciate it. Other than that, you can visit thelotsproject.com or comfreyroots.com to find all the information about me, products for sale, and all that fun stuff. Other than that, guys, make it over the hump. You can make it. You can make it. It isn't that much further, and then we'll be on the downswing to the weekend. Have an awesome day, guys. Get a bunch of shit done, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.